us right now, and with me is the senior advocate of Supreme Court, Mr. Vikas Singh, now representing Sushant's father in this big news development case that the entire country is tracking right now. Mr. Singh, thank you for speaking with us. Mr. Singh, I think the first question that comes in everybody's mind is what was the need for a complaint to be filed in Bihar when we already have a police that's been looking into this case, recording statements of friends and family and colleagues in Mumbai for the past 40 days. Mr. Singh, Mr. Vikas Singh, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I believe the first question in everybody's mind is, why was there a need to file a complaint in Bihar, in Patna, when for 40 days the Mumbai police has been looking at the case here? Mr. Vikas Singh, good afternoon. Can you hear me? This is Tanvi here. Okay, we're going to try and patch his line one more time. He is the lawyer now who's representing Sushant Singh's father in this sensational twist that has happened, where the family of Sushant Singh Rajput has now come out and filed a complaint with very hard-hitting allegations against Sushant's girlfriend, Rhea Chakrabarti, and that complaint hasn't been filed in Mumbai. It's been filed in Patna. Ever since that happened last evening, there now seems to be a growing contradicting versions coming from Mumbai police and Patna police. Good afternoon, Mr. Vikas Singh. Thank you for being with me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
This is Tanvi here, Mr. Singh. I guess the first question in everybody's mind is why was there a need to file a complaint in Bihar when there was an investigation already going on in Mumbai?
Well, the reasons are mainly that the investigation in Mumbai was not going in the right direction, number one. Number two, the question arose as to whether we should try for a CBI inquiry or whether we should go to Patna. I advised them that we should go to Patna because definitely part of cause of action has arisen in Patna, because these are not those traditional crimes, which happen over a day. These are crimes which happen over a period of time, and you can commit the crime of abetment to suicide only if you control the person completely. So the mind control started happening first by blocking Sushant's father to talk to Sushant, and Rhea ensured that he could not contact him. And even when he used to try to contact Sushant through his bodyguard, even that was blocked. So that was the first step in the crime. And then thereafter, she started taking him to mental hospitals and mental doctors and getting him medicated and keeping the family completely outside, not in the loop. Unfortunately, Sushant had lost his mother in 2002. So, and the only victim, if you ask me, is the father. And he was living in Patna. So in criminal law, the fact that the complainant is living in Patna, the crime was partly committed in Patna because he was blocked from contacting Sushant on telephone, and he was not in a position to shift base and live with Sushant in Mumbai to take care of him. Probably if his mother had been alive, she may have taken that step also. So all this really started the journey of taking over the mind of Sushant Singh Rajput, and then medicating him, and then keeping him in control, and then taking over his finances, changing his servants, changing the bodyguard, and using his credit card, and when he was in such a very acute phase of his mental state. Suddenly on the 8th of June, she left him and blocked him on his mobile, and his anxiety had gone to extremes, and his desperate attempt to contact her was futile because she had blocked him. And he was also, she had been threatening him that she'll put all his medical records in public domain. So he kept on going on Google and trying to find out if something is out. Then his secretary, whom she had only appointed, died on the same night on which he left. So that again made him very anxious. She had not even joined him then. She had only been appointed by Ria. And so that made him even more anxious, and that anxiety. One of his sisters, when he called her, she who lives in Bombay, she came and lived with him from 8th to the 12th. But she had a small daughter herself, so that she had to go back to her daughter. And 14th this happened. So really speaking, the Bombay police was going in a completely different direction. And since Patna had jurisdiction, clearly had jurisdiction, so of course the police initially were a little apprehensive that whether they'll be in a position to handle such a high profile case or not. Then I had to talk to the Chief Minister had to intervene, and Mr. Nitish Kumar, fortunately gave a very clear mandate that this case should be given a proper closure. And he instructed Mr. Sanjay Jha, one of his ministers, to look into the matter. And I had very long discussion with Mr. Jha in the last week, and once he got convinced about the whole case, then he got the FIR registered. It's the only thing I'm not feeling good about is that this arrest should have taken place long back, because once an FIR is registered and the accused is named, then obviously interrogation, straight away the investigation can start. But in any case, Patna police is there since day before yesterday, and they are going and doing those preliminary inquiries, etc., meeting people. I'm sure
Mr. Singh,
the case will be now
when
taken
you
to its
say,
much
Mr. Singh, that the Mumbai police, when you say that the Mumbai police was going in the opposite direction, in the wrong direction, does that mean that despite the fact that in their statements the father, the sister raised these specific allegations were not followed upon? I mean, if the family raises the issue of missing money and 15 crores of money missing from the bank account, did the Mumbai police not follow it up?
Well, to be honest, as far as the money aspect is concerned, that was not raised by the family then. That we came to know only later, because the money was being handled by Sushant himself, and the family had no, sort of concern with the money. I believe Ria had changed the CA also recently, and everything was in her control. She was using his credit card and having the PIN numbers, etc. But the complaint really made was that even before his death, on the 25th of February, the family had told the Bandra police that he's not, his people around him need to be, kept under close watch. Without actually, at that point of time, one could not have suspected that something of this seriousness will happen. But that was given then, and then immediately after the death, the family said that please look into the affairs of people who were around Sushant Singh Rajput and who managed his medical record and who managed his finances. So the statement initially was only limited to this extent, not to say that you look into 15 crore, etc. That we came to know later after his death, that about 15 crore has gone out of his account. And obviously, it will have to be looked at which accounts it has gone to, and who has used that money, etc. But that's not the main crime. The main crime is the abetment to suicide, which will have to be now examined by the Patna police, because Mumbai police has not registered any FIR till date. So the only FIR today is of the Patna police, and the Patna police team is already in Mumbai. So I'm sure the Mumbai police will cooperate with the Patna police and hand over all whatever they have investigated so far. And in future also, whenever if required, I'm sure they will cooperate. And this case will have to be taken to a closure.
But the family, you say, Mr. Singh, but you say the family did mention people who are close to Sushant must be looked into. Did they specifically name Ria or anybody else at that time?
Absolutely. I am not sure that will come in the record of the Mumbai police. I don't know whether the actual name was taken or not, but the clear indication was of people around him, which included Ria, because she had also changed his servants, changed his bodyguards. So, she had taken a complete control over him. And this control she did by starting with, cutting access to the family. Even when somebody used to SMS to Sushant, she used to reply, and one can make out, from the reply that whether this is her reply or his reply. because everybody has a way of sending a particular text. So, it was quite obvious that she had taken over complete control over the affairs of Sushant Singh Rajput and ultimately driven him to commit this suicide.
Okay. Okay, I have two very specific legal investigative related questions to you. First one, Mr. Singh, how does this work? You have filed an FIR, which we understand is not a zero FIR in Patna, while the jurisdiction and the deaths really happened in Mumbai. So who takes the lead in this case, the Mumbai police or the Bihar police, considering that you are saying CBI is not needed right now?
Well, if you ask me, legal position is that Mumbai also could have registered an FIR, which they did not do. Now that Mumbai has not registered, Patna also has jurisdiction to register the FIR. Now the law is very clear, the first FIR which is registered will have to be investigated. So now the investigation will have to be done by the Patna police only, and there is no question of any jurisdiction issue, because if the part of cause of action also arises in Patna, then Patna definitely has jurisdiction. And in this case, as I told you earlier, this is not a crime of, a traditional crime which happens over a day. This is a crime which happened over a long period of time by taking control over the mind of Sushant Singh Rajput and then taking him to the direction of suicide. So that taking control of the mind included the very first, if you ask me, the ingredient of that offense was the blocking of access of the father to Sushant Singh Rajput, and that really, is the trigger, and that is the cause of action. So once the FIR has been registered in Patna, there is no question of now Mumbai continuing with the investigation, and no court will also ask the Mumbai police to investigate when the family has very clearly said that in fact, they wanted some production houses, big production houses, etc. to be named and all that, and there was suggestion made like that. So they don't want to go to that police which is, investigating the entire film industry and not investigating the person who, according to the family, is the main accused. So that is why I feel that now the matter has to be given a quietus as to who will investigate. Now it will have to be only Patna which will investigate.
Yeah, we had some experts yesterday on the panel, Mr. Singh, who said that, abetment of suicide cases, just my last question, abetment of suicide is a very difficult case to prove. Yes, the family can allege that Ria had control over his credit cards or bank accounts and even access to his phone, but anybody who's in a relationship would probably have that kind of, closeness and access to each other's personal belongings. Where do you think the case has the strength to take it to the next step and say, no, she did drive him to suicide?
Well, I agree with you that abetment to suicide is a very difficult case to prove. I agree with you completely. So a lot will depend on how good the investigation is done and how good the charges are, when the charge sheets are filed and charges are framed. So it is definitely a difficult case to prove, but in this case, according to me, there is so much of material that it will not pose much difficulty for the prosecution to establish the abetment to suicide. Thank you, Tanvi.
Okay, Mr. Vikas Singh, I know you're a busy man and you have a long day. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Well, there you've heard it from the lawyer who now represents Sushant Singh Rajput's father, reiterating again and again the alleged role of Ria Chakrabarti. The family says she was the one who distanced Sushant from his family, blocked the access to the family. They couldn't get him back to Bihar. She was the one running and controlling his finances, but the money angle only emerged later. This was not there when the Mumbai police initially began the investigation and took the statements of the family members. But the big point also is that here is the lawyer of the family saying that yes, they did raise the issue of and did ask the police, Mumbai police, to look into those people who are close to Sushant Singh, but Mumbai police never went in that direction. Instead, their focus was largely big production houses, and the family feared the investigation will not go anywhere. Here is the lawyer, a former ASG Vikas Singh, now representing Sushant Singh's father, also saying that Bihar police does have jurisdiction and they will be the one who should be ideally leading the investigation right now.